Hello everyone, this is DN Molo, and today we will be reacting to the newest and latest video by Hanimations, titled My Toxic Traits. But first off, I just want to say, I like this thumbnail here, especially the blue flames, it's a nice touch there, keeping it kind of biblically accurate a bit. Yeah. Not to mention it provides a nice contrast that allows the central image to pop as well. Oh, and also, remember to leave like and a comment for the algorithm, or just sharing your thoughts. And if you want to see more, subscribe. And when you subscribe, remember to hit the bell so you'll be notified for all my uploads when they happen. Because YouTube can be a bit in YouTube kind of is a bit dang, what's the word? Inconsistent. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, how could I forget that word? Anyway, yeah. If you don't hit the bell, it tends to be very inconsistent and all that. So, yeah. Also, you should also check out some of my other videos. Like, I very recently started reacting to videos by Broody Animates, another storytime YouTuber. So you should check that out as well. And yeah, I guess that's it. Also, I'll try to adjust the audio mixer here, so that way you'll be able to hear both me and the video at the same time. I've been having a bit of difficulty with that. Like, sometimes either I'm too quiet or the video is too quiet. So yeah, before I started the video, I think I'll turn this down, because if they're at the same level, then it echoes a bit, and we don't want that. Like, that's one of the reasons why I'm planning on getting a microphone eventually. Yeah. But if you want to speed up the process, you should definitely subscribe. Maybe check out my Patreon. I do have a Patreon that you can check out. Don't really do too much with it though. But if you want to support the channel and all that, then that will be great. Alright. Anyway, without further ado, let's start the video.
Can we help you? I'll take Tide. It's got to be Tide.
Okay, there we go. Hopefully it works now. Never mind. Oh wait, it wasn't paused. Now it's okay.
Idiots! How did they fail at something so simple?
Oh well, I would like to see you try it.
I could pass this course easily, and one day I'll prove it.
So I remember seeing that show. Very, very fun to watch.
And begin. I did it! I knew I could. Hi, I'm Bryson, and usually on this channel, I portray myself as the good guy. But today, you will discover
the dark side of Bryson.
Let's go over my toxic traits. Shouldn't take that long to get through.
Oh, well, that just describes the entirety of humanity now, doesn't it?
Now, I love animals so much and would never do anything to hurt them. Except for bugs and insects. When I see one of these creepy crawlies on my territory, my sweet nature vanishes and I become a sadistic on-site killer.
For me, it depends on the insect. Like, spiders, okay. Yeah, now with spiders, I'm more likely to leave them alone a bit. And, but when it comes to stuff like flies and mosquitoes, it's on site. Yeah.
As is my right as an American. Some no-good-to-the-world wasps started setting up nests on my house without even...
Oh my god. Gotta kill those guys.
Paying rent, by the way. So I sprayed them with wasp spray. I won't lie, I enjoyed watching them perish. Which reminds me, this here is a salt shotgun. Here's how it works. If you don't have one, a normal shotgun is a perfectly fine substitute. And this is a button that could magically kill every mosquito. Basically, if any bugs are watching, I hate ya, and I'll kill ya. All other animals, you're good. But enough of my crimes against bugs. Let's get into my crimes against people. I judge people for being fans of nerdy things, because they're nerds. Even if I like the exact same...
Honestly, for me, if you're a fan of something, I'm okay, but, it's just the obsessive types and all that. Like, I have never really been the type who would, like, spend a bunch of money to just collect all this. Like, I'm not a person who would collect, like, a bunch of figurines or series of characters from, a piece of media that I enjoy. If I have anything, I guess I'm more of a enjoyer than a fan, if you... Though, then again, I had to say I'm still a fan. But then again, I guess when it comes to with the word fan, it's a bit odd. Since, originally, it was sort of a fanatic. But over time, it has become, well, more of a overall tone and all that. I mean, honestly, the whole topic's complicated, so, I guess I won't get into it right now, but, yeah.
Things, I'm not a nerd. I'm too cool for that. And my liking it is not the same as them liking it. I'm built differently. I'll literally be in line at the Lego store on the release day of some new Lego sets, and there are people there, talking about Lego, and I'm all like, look at these nerds. Have they no shame?
Okay, no, that's just ridiculous. Like, I mean... if you're going to buy, if I place that's just Legos, like, of course there's people who's gonna talk about Legos. I mean, that's ridiculous.
When I do it, it's cool, but when they do it, it's lame. That'll be...
Yeah, I don't think I'm that hypocritical.
Be $1,800. Put it on my leg.
Yeah, no, it's funny that kind of that much.
Cool, but when they do it, it's lame. That'll be 18.
Yeah, 1,800. Yeah, no, I'm not buying any Lego set that's worth that much. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm more financially responsible than to do something like that. And then look at these guys, am I right?
$100. Put it on my Lego brand credit card. See you next
Geek.
week, Jared. Out of my way, nerds. It's the same thing when I'm stuck in.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I don't think I'll relate to it. Personally, I'm not that hypocritical. Not that like. Honestly, I think I'd judge you if your hobby is ridiculously expensive and all that. Like, honestly, I'm not the person who would get into Warhammer because they have to like buy a whole bunch of like figurines and then paint them and also believe you have to like buy them individually and all that. Like, it's not a set, like chess set. Like, I mean, and it just and it just seems a bit too ridiculously expensive and all that. And like that money could be probably used, better and all that. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't like, have hobbies or enjoy yourself. Like you can totally do that, but I mean, and one should be a bit more, financially responsible instead of just buying a whole bunch of like toys and figurines and all that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, when it comes to figurines of characters, I mean, there's only like the only time I ever felt that wanted to buy a figurine in my adult life and all that is the character of Nico Oppen from One Piece. I mean, there was a short while where thought, okay, not I'm actually a very big fan of this character, so yeah, because I do kind of want to buy a figurine. But of course, I never did because I mean, that's just too expensive and all that. Yeah, but yeah, honestly, I have never been that interested in buying
Traffic.
figurines.
Like, why are all these people on the road when I myself am also on the road? And again with crowded public spaces.
Yeah. That's
Why
kind of
are all these
relatable.
people here? Don't they know this public space is for me? Another time, my family and I went to a model train store because I like trains.
Good grief, what are you, autistic? I'm just joking. I mean, obviously, not all autistic people like trains. Like I myself, I don't like trains that much. Hmm. I mean, I guess they are kind of neat in a way. Huh. No, I think I would love to ride a train one of these days. I've never actually ridden on a train. I've seen trains before because, of course, I have. In fact, there's a train near where well, there's a railway, not too far from where I live, but yeah. I guess I do kind of, like trains a little bit, that. Hmm. But I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with them.
We were looking.
This may be the last ad.
Uh, an ad for an ad block. Uh, there's a neat bit of irony there, isn't it? There.
Admiring a train when a man materialized behind me. You have a good eye. That's a G-Gauge 060 VR Class VR1 locomotive with Bluetooth capabilities. It stopped being operated in 1974, but you can still see them at railroad museums or add them to your layout. And I just thought, I like trains too, but calm down, nerd. I feel like
I mean, on one hand, it's pretty cool that he's very interested in this topic, and that's very nice and very admirable, and also very useful asset for if you're looking for trains. But as it's kind of annoying, a bit much.
it's seen as uncool to be really excited about things because people want to seem nonchalant and don't want to be doing too much. And I'm part of the problem. I should not judge. As long as you're not obnoxiously shoving it down people's throats, enjoy things. Have
Yeah, that is very true.
hobbies. Be chalant. Have a personality.
Yeah,
Be a nerd. Luckily,
yeah. Yeah, that is very true. I can do that. Just try to, not be too annoying
I've
about
never
it.
shoved my interests down anyone's throats. Anyways, back to me being a
Okay, no, that's a very good collection there. No, I have been saying that you shouldn't like spend a bunch of money on useless stuff, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I would actually want that. That'd be actually a cool thing to have. Yeah, yeah, that's actually a very awesome set. Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of jealous.
terrible person. When I see an Olympic athlete mess something up, I'm all like, wow, dude. Really?
Yeah, don't think I'm like that at all.
Amateur hour over here. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the couch with joints that would explode if I even attempted what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not like that at all.
It's the same thing as a guy watching someone get knocked out in a fight and saying, I would have dodged and then punched that guy really hard and won the fight. So
I think I have ever been like that, ever.
you're saying you would punch them and not let them punch you in the fight. That's what everyone's trying to do. It's easier said than done. And you've never been in a fight or had any training. So how can you know that you would do any better? You don't know my mentality, bro. When it's go time, I see red and bodies hit the floor. Why does this happen? Why do people overestimate their ability to do something they've never even tried before? It's because of the Dunning-Kruger effect. The phenomenon where a person learns a little bit about a subject, thinks themselves to be an expert, and then as they keep learning, they realize the depths of their ignorance. Then, if they keep learning, they climb the slope of enlightenment and earn competence that matches their confidence. That initial spike of
Yes, I'm a bit like right here. I know that when it comes to things like that. Well, with certain things. With other things, it's more like here in the Valley of Despair. I know that. But yeah, I does say with some things I'm on the slope of enlightenment. I know that. I wouldn't comment say I'm at the peak of Mount Stupid on any subject. I know that. Well, at least most subjects. I mean, I guess there might be a few things that might be on the peak of stupid. But yeah, with most things, it's either Valley of Despair or Slope of Enlightenment.
unearned confidence is called the peak of Mount Stupid, and it's where Twitter users live. Gross incompetence and a big opinion of oneself are a pretty potent mix that causes lots of problems. They do make for great epic fail videos, though. I got this. My leg!
Same thing?
This is our year.
You know, if
Oh my god. Yeah, maybe I should have listened to that ad block ad more.
I'm
And I feel I'm gonna get called out here.
guilty of getting on Zoom calls and just looking at myself the whole time.
Considering you
Oh. Oh no, that's me.
went 80 through a school zone, stole an officer's service weapon using a T-Rex grabby toy, and committed massive tax fraud, this court has ruled that
Yo, can you shut up for a second? Dang, I look good.
Oh no, that's me. Oh no.
Jawline.
I'm being called out.
life in prison, no bail.
But I don't feel that bad about this one, because I know you do it too on your Zoom calls. When I text someone and it says they have their notifications silenced, I always hit notify anyway. Who do you think you are, Mr. High and Mighty? You can take a second to hear what I have to say. I will not be silenced. This is hypocritical of me because I love to silence other people, especially door-to-door salespeople. I think we all hate getting stuck in a situation where a salesperson won't stop talking your ear off and forcing you to be the bad guy by saying, I'm not interested, get off my property. So to avoid this, I got a doorbell cam. Now I can tell people at my door that I'm not interested without even going to the door. Hello? Hi, I'm selling rocks. This one is pretty cool, huh? Sorry, I'm not interested. And then he kept yapping at me, like they do. I just think it would be good to jump on this 2 rocks for the price of 1 deal we have. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And as I waited for a moment in the conversation to tell him to leave, the camera made a noise. I think it was automatically letting the guy know that it was recording, but he assumed that the sound meant that I hung up on him. So he got mad and said, "Wow, to hang up on me is crazy." And even though I could have explained myself, I thought, well, he's leaving. I'm getting what I want. So I just let him leave in a huff. And nowadays,
Yeah, I think I might do the same actually.
I won't even answer the doorbell cam to salespeople. I'll just watch them slowly lose their resolve and leave my porch. It's great! When I watched movies as a child, I would self-insert myself as the cool character, and I would imagine my brothers as the mean guys. And it wasn't just in movies. I remember being a child reading the biblical story of Joseph, where his dad likes him the most, and his brothers get jealous of his threads, so they sell him to Egypt. But Joseph ends up ruling over them. And I immediately thought, okay, so Joseph is me, and the mean brothers are Brody and Braden. Fortunately, life has humbled me and taught me that I'm not that guy. And I've realized that my brothers are actually way nicer than Joseph's brothers, and I should be grateful. But the immediate...
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're as nice as Joseph was. I wonder if put in the same situation you would have been as merciful as Joseph was. I mean, that's the question we really ought to be asking ourselves.
Thought in my child mind of the good guy is me and the bad guys are my brothers is just hilarious to me. That's me. How? You can't do any of that. You don't know my mentality, bro. When it's go time, I see red and bodies hit the floor. You are 5 years old. Have you heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? I used to never admit when I was wrong.
Yes, yeah, you're on the peak amount stupid.
Luckily, I grew out of this. Heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? I used to never admit when I was wrong. Luckily, I grew out of this one, but when I was 12, I was playing this video game with my friends where you throw ninja stars at bad guys. We were competing against each other, and I was in the lead. I took my turn, then Travis went. He threw the ninja stars faster and better than me, and he won the whole thing. I started to have big feelings about that and said, it was a glitch. It wasn't working when it was my turn, but it worked for you. My friend said that I lost fair and also square, and I was pissed. Then later I thought, wow, that was embarrassing. Maybe I should just swallow my pride, admit when I'm wrong, and be so for real. Wait, is this what a healthy emotional response feels like? A lesson a surprising number of adults still haven't learned yet. I think it's because people wrongfully
I think I have learned a lesson already.
associate admitting mistakes with weakness, when in actuality,
yep, that's pretty true.
admitting you made a mistake is the more courageous and strong thing to do. To put it briefly, when you make a mistake, you can either double down or level up. I apologize to my friends, and I'm good at admitting when I'm wrong now, because it happens all the time. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. Just say oopsie daisy. Objection, Your Honor. My client pleads oopsie daisies.
Sustained innocent.
Well, that's it. Part 3, Judgmental. Oh no, I think I'm gonna relate to this a bit too much now.
If you're a stickler about honorifics, I immediately don't like you. Like, insisting that everyone refer to you as Dr. Jones, especially considering that that's not a normal thing for any stickler about honorifics, I immediately don't.
You don't like your own... excuse me, but I think society should, use honorifics more often and all that, and I think the society ought to be a bit more polite and use honorifics. I love honorifics. They're very neat and nice and kind of fancy. Okay, no, you're wrong. You're wrong about this, okay? Honorifics are very cool and very awesome, and I like them. I like honorifics.
Don't like you.
I mean, honestly, I think our problem with the modern day society is that we're a bit too casual. That we ought to say honorifics a bit more often, okay? People start to say Mr. more often, okay? Not people are saying Mr. Okay, everybody should be more likely to say Mr. last name and all that.
Insisting that everyone refer to you as Dr. Jones,
Hey, it takes a lot of work to become a doctor,
especially
okay?
considering that that's not a normal thing for any other.
Well, that's you got a policeman crossed out, however, we do refer to policeman as officer, okay? And I know with a lot of these, you don't need to go to college and get a doctorate. Not that I mean, I guess you do need to get a master's degrees in law, but like, honestly, at that point, we just say Mister and all that. Like, this is why people need to say Mister more often now these days. We should bring back Mister. Okay, make people be a bit more polite by making people use honorifics.
Profession. Actually, you have to call me Accountant Allen. You have to.
Okay, no. Okay, yeah. Okay, that guy's insufferable. Okay, hit him. Yeah. Sorry, nobody's gonna call you an accountant, so and so. Okay.
Should I force you all to refer to me as high school graduate Bryson? I can understand these in certain situations, like if your young son had a friend over and the friend said to you, "Yo, what's up, Tyler?" I think it's
That's very disrespectful.
okay to ask a child to call you Mr. Stevens. But if you're just at a party with people your age and they're like, "How you doing, Craig?" and you say, "You can call me Dr. Smith," then I think you're insufferable and need to get over yourself a little bit. And
well, honestly, I feel like it depends on the relationship as well as the test and situation. Like, honestly, if you are on a first name basis, then honestly, then you're on a first name basis. But like, if you don't really know each other that well, then you are to use, refer to them as the last name and an honorific, okay, like Mr. or Doctor or something like that.
And that's why I'm not gonna call you Your Honor, okay? Check your ego, Janice.
Alright, screw you.
Bailiff, whoop his ass.
Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. When I'm a fan of something, I'll intentionally avoid the online community because, in my experience, people start to treat it like a religion.
Oh god, that is so true. Which is kind of annoying, that. Honestly, when it comes to fandoms, I usually mostly interact by watching YouTube videos about the thing and all that because, with the YouTube videos, you can learn more about the work. And like some of these fandoms, which, yeah, they go way too far. Okay, I'm not into it. And I hate it when people try to just turn things into a pseudo religion. Okay, at that point, it's no longer a fandom; it's a cult.
And say, "You're not a real fan of blank if you don't XYZ." And
oh, screw you! And I'll punch him in the face. Okay. Although I will say, if there's one fandom that I feel like should have a bit more gatekeeping, will probably be the Dragon Ball fandom because, let's face it, there's a stereotype among people who are fans of Dragon Ball that they have not actually seen the anime or read the manga or anything, they're like, yeah, yeah, Dragon Ball fans, don't mess with us. We haven't even seen the anime. I see. Dragon Ball fans are by far one of the most ignorant people when it comes to the thing that they're fans of. Like, okay, if you have not seen the show or interacted with the franchise in any way, like you haven't played any video games or watched any of the a single episode or read the manga or anything like that, then you're not a fan. Like, I don't know to be a fan. I feel like the limit to be, you watched like some of it and you enjoyed it. Okay, if you have watched or read or played it and enjoyed, then you're a fan. If you haven't, you're not. Okay, that should be the limit with all these fandoms.
And then people start screaming at each other. I just like the thing. I don't want to be lectured to about how to be a real fan. And I don't
Yeah. At that point, yeah, just screw you enough. Oh, yeah, look at that, it's Club. Oh.
want strangers on the internet to ruin this thing that I like because this thing is for me. Don't gatekeep me because I'm not as devout as you and I don't meet some arbitrary rules you made up.
Yeah. Screw you, I mean, at least with the rules I've just set up, they're not arbitrary, if anything, they're more common sense. That, obviously, in order to be a fan of something, you have to watch at least one episode if it's a show, and or one chapter if it's a printed media, or have seen one of the movies if it's a film franchise, and if it's a game franchise, you either have to have either played at least a level, or I've just watched a bunch of playthroughs. And the last part is probably a bit biased towards me because I typically just watch game playthroughs instead of actually playing the game. I mean, in my defense, it's a lot cheaper to just watch somebody play the game instead of buying the game and playing it yourself. Okay, so I mean, especially with the prices these days. Okay, so don't judge me too much, gamers. Okay, I get that, but I just it might be somewhat hypocritical, but okay, yeah, it is hypocritical. Yeah.
Even if someone sees a character design from a show they haven't watched and says, I like that.
Hit it, kid.
Whoa, Boost Mobile has the new iPhone 6.
Oh my god, what is with no YouTube ads are gonna worth it. They very much interrupt everything. I don't care about Boost Mobile. Shut up. Oh.
From a show they haven't watched and says, I like that. Boom, they're a real fan. That doesn't mean they have to get a tattoo of it. There's no committee that has to deem someone worthy of calling themselves a fan. And that's when it hit me. I don't like when other people are being judgmental. So I shouldn't do it either. Basically, me judging people for judging other people helped me learn not to judge people as much. Okay?
Yeah, I think that's what we are to do. We are to, not be very judgmental and all that. Like, being judgmental leads to arrogance and all that. We must not be arrogant. But that does not mean that if somebody's doing bad or stupid, we are to say, yeah, well, I ought to just let them continue doing something stupid that will ruin their life. Like, no, obviously, if somebody's being stupid, we ought to tell them, hey, you're being stupid, and try to stop them from being stupid. But, do it in as nice manner as possible. Like, there's a difference between you can be a person that isn't judgmental without being a person that's neglectful and all that. Okay, there's a way to not be neglectful while also still not being judgmental.
Of course, I'm not perfect at this. I am a work in progress, and I will still judge people sometimes.
Relatable.
For example, I love to listen to internet stories and decide who's in the wrong. Part of why I like it is to try and be a better person, to perceive as many perspectives as possible, and learn from others' mistakes to apply them to my own life. But the other reason I like it is to judge the people in the story and take the moral high ground and think about how I'm a better person and would never do the bad things the people in the story did. Am I the bad guy for shooting my neighbor? Okay, let's hear them out. I, 32F, shot my neighbor, 42M, in the head because his dog pooped on my yard. So I knew I had to take matters into my own hands. I have 550 unread messages on my phone, and I've never once in my life read an email. Your message.
Okay, well, I have read my emails occasionally, yeah.
Has a 50% chance of being read by me, and an even smaller chance of getting a response. I actually like the little red alert on the app. It looks naked without it, but then...
Actually, seeing the red alert actually bothers me, so I usually just Open the app, open notifications, then close it and leave it alone so that way you don't have to see it anymore.
Of course, I expect other people to respond to my messages and hear what I have to say. I end up
Same.
interrupting
I'm trying to get a bit better at not doing that. I'm trying to be a bit better though.
people because if I don't say what I'm thinking right now, I'll forget. And I hate forgetting. If I do forget something, I try to rewind what everyone said to try and find the part of the conversation that will remind me of what I was thinking.
Oh my god, that's so relatable.
Speaking of interrupting, sometimes I'll interrupt the entire flow of the conversation to make everyone
Okay, I'm not that bad anymore. I used to be that bad, but I've gotten better.
wait for me to slowly look up a meme and show it to them and then get upset when they aren't paying attention. Dude, look. Hey, are you looking? Funny, right? Do you like that part?
Yeah. Thankfully, I wouldn't say I'm that annoying. At least anymore. At least I'm not that annoying anymore.
Huh? My conversation style is show and tell, as you could probably guess by looking at my channel. I'm kind of a yapper. I'm working on doing less show and tell and doing more look and listen.
Yeah.
But before I do that, check out this picture really quick. Are you looking? Hey, pay attention. Look.
Yeah. I'm
Beautiful,
looking.
isn't it? Now say some compliments about it. Go on. I'm waiting. I'm
I like the
hesitant
grass.
to
The grass is nice, and the dog is kind of good.
try new things because I've already discovered what I like. I'm an outfit repeater, a meal repeater, and a movie rewatcher. And proud. I know what I like. When I say that I like a restaurant, what I actually mean is that I like the one meal I get there every single time. When I look through the menu, I'm acting. It's a lie. The way
And with me, with some things I'm regular, with some things I like to try new things and all that. I like to try new things, but I also like doing the same thing again.
waiter knows exactly what I'll order, and so do I. It's the same as the last 29 times. I'm working on being more adventurous and trying new things because it's good for me. And it turns out, when you try new things, you find more things to
Well, I'm already at adventures, and I really enjoy trying new things all the time. I've been like that for several years. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. Yeah, I guess occasionally I don't feel like just not trying new things, but I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit of both.
like. Who knew? Will you take option A? Rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender for the 600th time. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm not that big of a rewatcher and all that. At the very least, I don't watch something for like another like few years and all that. Like for me, the closest I usually get to rewatching something is by looking at up a reaction video.
Or option B. Watch this new show that your friend recommended to you that has a perfect 10 on IMDb and
Okay, I'm going for that. Like, it has good ratings. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
get $1 million. This is a tough one. In conclusion, I'm a flawed human being, but I learned today that as you keep working on your faults, you'll be able to do amazing things. For example, look how much better I am at this obstacle course now.
As we can see, Bryson has failed. But that's okay, because you learn the most from failure. He can come back tomorrow and try again. The moral of the story is to never give up. He's just tired.
So, after all that, what's the verdict? Am I toxic or not? Am I a good person or not? Or perhaps, did you learn today that it's not so black and white? You thought you were just watching a funny video, but then I sneakily made you learn how to have nuanced thoughts. All according to plan. I tell the little jokes and then sneak a little lesson in, just like a parent sneaking vegetables into your meal, and you gobbled it up. Anyway, thanks to my friends and family for supporting me, thanks to my amazing team, thanks to my dog, and thanks to you for watching. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Video's over. Scram! Go on, get out of here! Get!
Here's how we created our Pet Steps app for
Well, with that said, I really enjoyed that video. I guess I don't really have anything to add at the moment, so I guess have a good day and goodbye.